Yo, Hyushi-sama here, back again with the next video. So, today I want to talk about the internet. So, so when it comes to the internet, I personally believe that the internet has given too many people the opportunity to voice and validate some dumbass opinions. So Firstly, I like to say that the internet is a blessing to humanity. We have access to everything around the world. We have access to news, information, games, music, and all that good shit. But at the same time, too, I personally believe that the internet has given too many people the opportunity to voice some opinions. It has also created too many communities in the world, and also it has created a space for people to validate themselves, and two, to talk an enormous amount of shit if it's something that they do not agree with. So honestly, it really has. It really has. And I'll just like to start by saying the internet has given too many people the opportunity to validate too many things. So we all go through our life and we experience many different things, from you know breakups to fucking getting robbed to losing your first job to getting fired. The list goes on to the amount of things that we experience in real life. And when we experience these things, we're hurt, we're sad and all that shit. And for the most part, a lot of people will go right on the internet and start, scrolling and looking for information about, why is life this way, or why is that this, or why is this that. And I feel like because that is a thing, we are validating too much thing based off of what some random person, some random dumbass on the internet is saying. So it's we'll go through life and then we'll experience certain shit. And then after we experience it, we'll be like, okay, this is the way how it is since I did my research. And then you will start to indulge yourself into a specific kind of community, whether it's a mental health, self-improvement, red pill, blue pill, white pill, orange pill, or just fucking gaming communities. We could use the internet for escapes to see different things, whether it's sports, games, and shit like that. And I feel when a lot of people tend to validate themselves and put themselves into certain categories, or they start to justify the world in a certain way, depending on who the person is, they could take it to the extreme where it's this is what it is, I'm right on this. Or they'll take it as food for thought, where it's okay, all right, that makes sense and that makes sense. And then they'll pick bits and parts of different things and start to make a whole opinion. So I'm that type. I'll pick parts, different things, and start to make a full concrete opinion that's my own. But I won't listen to some random motherfucker on the internet telling me some random shit. And I feel a lot of people do that shit, where they'll just hear random shit and they'll validate certain things, whether it's negativity, fucking negativity or negativity. People will go, take it in, bro. People will go on the internet and they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's, oh my gosh, have you guys ever been on Reddit, yo? Or just random shit. You'll see random people just talking about oh, how girls ain't shit, oh, girls are dumb, girls are just hoes, da 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 da. And they'll be saying all that shit because they got their heart broken, or some random emotional fucking circuit in their mind frizzed out because they experienced some crazy, weird, traumatic shit that they just can't handle. And because they experienced that now, since there's a million different people that experience the same shit all on the internet, all these guys go on the internet and they'll be like, oh yeah, you experienced that too? All right, let's form a community and we're gonna go and hate on these people and just talk shit and just degrade them. And people will be so close-minded that they'll hear one thing, one thing that validates a single opinion, and they'll rock with it no matter what it is. And they'll just spread the hate. Not just from girls, it could be a fucking video game character, yo. I don't know if anyone here watches Smash Bros, but I watch Smash Bros right now. And right now, Minecraft Steve is taking over the Smash scene. And it's since like hating on Steve is becoming like a meme and a joke, some people like rock with that to the maximum, and they'll see like someone using Steve, and then they'll create like spam accounts and fake accounts and start messaging the person like, oh my gosh, kill yourself, da 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 da, oh my gosh, you're a fucking blah blah blah. And even with like fuck, some of my favorite like streamers and like gamers out there, like you'll see people like doing well in life and like, you know, winning tournaments, winning events and shit like that, and then you'll have the one dumbass be like, oh, you have no fucking life, go kill yourself, bro, you're carried by this character, you're only winning because of this character, da da da. And people will just like continue hating and hating and hating and hating when actually they're shit at the game. So like, why are you, like, it doesn't make sense to me. And they'll like think these things are like funny and cool and shit like that. I even heard this one thing where it was like this guy created a fake account and he was messaging this streamer named Destiny, and he was trying to, I don't know what it was exactly, but this guy was like, he created like a fake account pretending to be a girl, and he was messaging Destiny like, oh my gosh, I want to see your junk, da 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 da, you're so cute, da da da. And Destiny was like responding back to him just so he could like fuck around and find out who it was. And like at the end of it, this guy, he screenshotted all those messages and he went like on Reddit or 4chan. He's like, oh my gosh, guys, look at Destiny, he's thirsty, da 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 da, just so he could run to our next community and fucking talk about it like a fucking loser. And it's like, people do this shit and it's just insane. So that's like one spectrum of it now. And the other spectrum of it where it's like, since like there's so much community and so much validation to like validate so much things, we have people like they have like life experiences, they'll experience certain things, and because they experienced it, they'll think that like their experience is obsolete. This is what reality is, this is what it is. And then these people will go and like tell other people, this is how it is, this is exactly how it is. And you know, there might be like a grain of truth in it, but at the end of the day, this world is so vast and human beings are so vast and fucking in depth. Like we're not single cell beings, we're not invertebrates, like we're fucking brilliant creatures on earth, we're spiritual beings put on earth by God, and like we're different, like we're next level. So to say that because this is how it is, or because I experienced this means it's right, that doesn't mean shit. What you experienced was a unique experience to you, and you don't have the right to tell the next person that, oh, this is right because I experienced it, I have the information. And you can't tell people what's right or wrong, because at the end of the day, like everyone's living their own different reality, like everyone has their own experience. What I'm experiencing may work for me, but it may not work for the next person. Guaranteed, yo, it's not gonna work for the next person. So like, yeah, you can't say that something is by all means the end answer to certain things. It's not valid, it's not optimal at all, and it's just crazy. And I personally feel like the internet just created like so much space to validate so much things, especially like social media too. That's another big thing, where it's like a lot of people are feeding off of clout. They follow trends because, you know, that trend's cool at the time, and everyone will be following it and like rock with it. Bro, it could be any trend, yo, any trend, and people will rock with it as long as it's gaining clout. Literally, yo, like literally, like anything, which is the crazy part. Like, do you know how crazy that shit is, bro? It's crazy. And then like we have like cancel culture, which is also kind of relevant. You know, people should be held accountable for their actions, but it's like people will cancel anyone for anything nowadays, like anything. But yeah, I personally feel like a lot of people, because they experience certain things a specific way, and because life is the way how it is for them, they'll feel the need to project their beliefs onto the next person. And you know, it's okay to like share your beliefs with other people, share your experience and share your wisdom, but to say that you are absolutely right on a specific thing and this is how it is, and you're going to judge someone or like make fun of someone because your experience is obsolete is some dumbass fucking shit, to be completely honest. Because at the end of the day, your reality is your reality. My reality is my reality. I'm not gonna live my life like you. You're not gonna live your life like me, guaranteed. So at the end of the day, yo, just do you. Do you, enjoy life. Who gives a fuck about what anyone says? If you enjoy something, do it. As long as it's positive, it's positive. Negative is negative. Always try to cut out the negativity. Always try to bring in positivity. Good, bad. What are you gonna do? Do good, do bad. It's very simple. And that's really all I wanted to say. I think I've touched on roughly everything I wanted to speak about. This was off the top of my head, so I ain't really got much to say on top of that. And with that being said, Hyushisama out. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.